A lot of you might be wondering, where am I? And I'm actually on my floor. I mean, you can probably tell like by the level, but I'm on my floor because this is gonna be more of a sit down, talk with you guys kind of video. And my floor is comfortable. I have this nice white rug. You can't even see it. Try to pull it up a little bit. Oh, yeah. It looks like this. Really comfortable, and I just wanted to talk to you guys, be really close to the camera, and this lighting is phenomenal. I mean, this is my view right now. You can see, but it's pretty great. Anyways, in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to apply for college and how to know what college is right for you. I know a lot of my viewers are like going into college, or maybe they're already in college, transferring, whatever the case may be. I just wanted to help you guys out. Applying for college can be a really daunting and scary process, especially if you don't have anybody to help guide you. I was so grateful for my older sister because she knew exactly how to apply to college, what I needed to do, and she taught me everything I needed to know. So I'm just gonna be your guys' older sister today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I'm going to have so many more videos on college. My next video is going to be on studying abroad and how to apply for that. So if you're interested in that and maybe you're not interested in applying for college, you should stay tuned for my next video. And we're gonna get into the video. So the first thing you guys need to do is you need to start touring schools. If you don't know where you wanna go, what you wanna do, it's really important to start touring schools. It'll really help you to get an understanding of what you're looking for and what do you like about colleges. You'll see that schools come in 3 different sizes. You have your really small schools like community colleges and just smaller schools where sometimes dorming is available, but sometimes it's not. Most of these schools you're just gonna commute to because they live really close to where you may live and all of that. This option is the cheapest. The second option, which is where I am at my school, Nova Southeastern. I'm a junior, by the way. I didn't even say that in my intro. The middle schools are going to be anywhere from 2,000 to like 6,000 students. The dorming options are on campus. I call these the middle schools, where you have a medium amount of students. So you're looking at 30 kids in your classes. You might have some bigger classes that are like 50 for like the more popular ones like bio and chemistry. They do have things on campus. There's not a lot of school pride, but there's a lot going on. So like you're still gonna have homecoming, you're still gonna have events, but they're not gonna be like as big. There's not gonna be a lot of traditions. And then the next school type is your large state schools, or even not even state, they could be some public or private ones. But they're just gonna be big. They're gonna have the football teams, they're gonna have the Greek life, they're going to have everything you could imagine, have a lot of dorming options. The middle schools are going to be probably more expensive just because they are more research and academic based. Keep that in mind, but that doesn't mean they're going to be more expensive. Most of the time these middle schools are private schools, so they are not government funded. The top tier schools are going to be government funded. You can get a lot of scholarships through them. You can get scholarships for any of these colleges. Like right now at my school, like I said, I'm in the middle school category, like that second tier, and half of my tuition is covered for because I am on a scholarship for leadership. There's also full ride scholarships to any of these places, as well as just merit-based. I'll talk about that more later. When you're going around and touring these schools, you're really gonna get a feeling of how you feel like you will fit into these places and what you like about them. The next thing you're gonna wanna think about is, of course, location. How far do you wanna be away from your parents and so on. Sometimes people can get homesick and it's so bad that they just like drop out, or they'll switch colleges, and you really want to try to stay at one college all 4 years. Of course you can transfer if it's not for you, but ideally it's going to be easier for like your credits and all of that if you just stick at one place. So really make sure wherever you're going, you're confident in that decision. But next I'm going to talk a bit more about like the application process and like what you need. So definitely in high school, you're really going to want to focus on building up your GPA, weighted and unweighted, because you'll never know what colleges might look at or what they might take. Your SATs and ACTs are also really important. They're not really the determinant of whether or not you'll get in the school. Sometimes they're the determinant of how much money you'll get for your scholarship. So the better you do on your SATs and ACTs, the more money you'll get from your school. To do well on your ACTs and ACTs, I just recommend practice. Get those books, go on Khan Academy. It's an online thing. You guys can do practice problems. Set out at least like 10 hours in a week for it and just study as hard as you can. I know personally in high school, I had a job and I was on the varsity volleyball team, so it was kind of hard for me to find time to study on top of everything I was doing, but it is so important and you really need to just like set aside that time and focus on it, because it is how you are going to get money. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download apps like the Common App. The Common App is like an app where you can research all different types of colleges, all different majors that they offer, and everything like that. You do not have to go into college with a major decided, but for some colleges, you do have to pick a major, and that's what they're going to accept you under. You can always switch your major whenever you get into college, but when you're applying, you are going to have to declare a major. Sometimes you can declare undecided, but the chances of you getting accepted into a program are greater if you really narrow it down. With your application to college, you're also going to have to submit a resume. Another great way you can make your resume stand out is downloading those templates online and just filling them out, because they make it look so professional. Like Canva has a few. If you just Google resume template, so many will come up, and just follow those and then check it with your college advisor or maybe your mom and dad if you don't have one at your school, and they'll be able to really fine tune it for you. Just a quick reminder, your resume should only be 1 page front. It should not fill up front and back of 1 page. People do not want to read that long. So really just try to narrow down everything you think is the most important about you on 1 page. Another important thing to think about when you're applying to college is your extracurricular activities. So your extracurricular activities are going to be things like your sports teams, your clubs, your community service hours. All of these are so important, and one is not more important to the next. So don't think because you're not on a sports team but you have 100 service hours that that's not like the same thing. Having those service hours are so important, and they really show who you are as a person. If you can get more than like 1 category in each thing, that is awesome. So for example, I was on the volleyball team, I was a part of NHS, which is the National Honor Society, where I got my service hours from, and I had a job. So that showed that I can balance and multitask, which colleges love. The last thing you're gonna wanna do is get those letters of recommendation and writing your own letters. So you're gonna have to write a few letters when you apply for college. A lot of colleges will have questions that are like, what was the biggest challenge in your life? What is something you had to overcome? They could ask you things like, who is your role model and why? Or like, what is your favorite quote? All these things are just trying to get to pull personal stories out of you. So really try to make it unique to you. They don't want you saying anything that is not true. And if you just really sit and think about the questions, I'm sure that a lot of you can just come up with anything and they will love it. Definitely get people to proofread your letters, and you can also brainstorm with your friends and family about what you want to say for these, because when you read them at first, you may be totally lost because you've never been asked these questions before, but maybe somebody else has had experience with these questions and it can really help guide you into the way that you want to present your story. Alrighty guys, that is all of my tips for how to apply for college. I hope this video is helpful. If you guys want to comment down any questions you have below, I'll answer them in another video. I'll also make a part 2 if you guys are interested, or if you want me to go into anything deeper, just comment down below and I'd be happy to do that for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!